keep me low. Oh yeah, keep me low. I get the glory. I gotta get.
In God we trust, have mercy on us. Yeah, money can't even compare. Always can count on him. Yeah, always can depend on him. Yeah.
Alright, y'all, and we back with it. Y'all don't forget to hit that like and that subscribe as you come on in. God is good. I appreciate y'all. Seek ye first the kingdom of God and his righteousness, and all these things should be added unto you. Seek ye first the kingdom of God and his righteousness, and all these things should be added unto you. Alright, now look, man, shout out AJ. You know, he basically wanted me to talk on, you know, dealing with, you know, relapses basically, you know, if you constantly doing it on, you know, on the journey. Understand, right? First, once I tell you, once you implement and you practice the sin retention, you got to know that you reprogramming the mind. So, especially if you was very addicted to porn, you know, that takes a minute to release from that. Understand? You got to think about it. Been years. It's been years. I've been watching porn since I was 12. So, you know, I just stopped watching porn when I was 34. I mean, when I turned 34. You see what I'm saying? When I just came in the enlightenment that I knew that it was demonic. So y'all got to understand. So think about it from 12 years old, right? So y'all got to understand that it's not easy to just turn from that. So I know that, and then as my understanding come open, I realize it's men that got way more. You know, I'm all right. We got it's levels to it. It's levels to the addiction, because you got cats out here paying for it, paying for porn and paying for OnlyFans and feet fetishes and things like that. You see what I'm saying? So it's levels to it, right? So you might think that you really got a bad habit at something, but you got to know that it's people out here fighting against way more, you know what I'm saying, addictions than you, right? Their addiction is way more, you know what I'm saying, way more at another level than yours. Understand, right? So, you know, my main thing when I first came into sin retention was to have, you know, to put discipline on my lower nature and abstain from corn, right? And then by me going on the journey and then start coming into the knowledge, I started learning about as far as the lust and, you know what I'm saying, abstaining from fornication and things like that as I was getting closer to God, right? So y'all got to understand, hey man, you just not going to turn from it overnight. See, and any cat that tell you that you will, or any cat just saying, oh, go on sin retention, hey, they not telling the truth. They living lies. Understand? You gotta especially when you're not praying and you're not fasting. See, fasting is a big thing. See, this is what I learned. Fasting is a big thing to help us deal with this. See, I've been fasting so much. Is that and that's why I don't tell y'all. I tell y'all about just certain times that I fast. Like I get the Lord my Sabbath. But you know, you gotta fast more than that. Like I never forget. Like when I first started fasting, you know, I went on the water fast. Water fast was something that's for me until I found out that, you know, the real fast to abstain from everything. Understand? No water, no food, none of that. So you got to understand, when you doing that, you is putting the body through you're suffering. Understand? Right? But it's building you up spiritually. That's where you able to have spiritual stamina, right? But you reprogramming the mind. So man, don't get down on yourself. Don't get down on yourself when you practicing and you probably going back to watching. Watching corn and doing like you having a tug of war. That's how it gonna be at first. Understand? That's how it gonna be at first. Everybody not gonna do 200 out the gate like I did. I'm still surprised at myself. Understand? I'm still surprised I did it, but I know what I was doing to get to them 200 days. I know what I was putting the work. I know how I was putting the work in. Understand? So don't get down on yourself when you relapse. Don't belittle yourself or deny yourself or feel like you can't do it because you relapse. No, you reprogramming the mind. Cause you know what I'm saying, we always want to go back to what feel comfortable. We always want to, you know what I'm saying, get that short meantime dopamine. Understand? But corn is demonic, for we don't supposed to see each other naked unless it's your wife. Understand? So, you know, the suggestion So if you ask my opinion and me just giving a suggestion, not telling you what to do, I would say fast more. Fast more. Fast as much as you can. Stay busy as much as you can. Don't just, I know a lot of us just go to work. We be going to work and then come home and want to rush home to the blunt, want to rush home to a beer, and rush home to entertainment and video games and things like that. Nah, man, when you trying to pull yourself from something, you have to, a lot of things that you doing right now, you have to find new habits. And I'm not saying don't, if you a video gamer, I'm not saying don't play the game. I'm just saying that, you know, that kind of could help. That kind of could help, but you gotta strengthen the mind. Strengthen the mind. You feel what I'm saying? Because them video games will be the entertainment, but what else you doing after the entertainment? Is you reading? You know what I'm saying? Is you trying to learn a new skill? Is you exercising? See, I go to the gym every other day, but when I'm not going to the gym, I try to, do my studies, read, and then I either do a little, I do some entertainment, you feel me? Do some entertainment, but you got to know that the way that social media is set up these days is that, most of the time, like when we go on Instagram, when we go on Facebook, I'm starting to see like a lot of women like damn near naked. You feel what I'm saying? So you have to kind of like even when I told you I did my first 200 days, I deleted my Instagram for 4 months. You got to detach yourself from some of these things. That's why I say unplug from the matrix. You got to unplug. Even if you're doing it, like let's say out of a year, you maybe go 4 months deleting your Instagram. All right. And once you done did that, you got 8 more months. Now say you might go out of them 8 months. Let's say you might delete them. You might do a detox 2 more months out of them 6. And then the rest you got 6. You done bring your Instagram or your Facebook back for the last 6. You see what I'm saying? It's ways of doing it. You know what I'm saying? You got to understand. Stay busy. And another thing that I did, I wasn't as far as staying busy, I was seeking God more, reading my Bible more, watching more of my pastor's sermons and things he was speaking on. You see what I'm saying? You gotta find joy in those type of things. Even though it might seem boring to you, you have to find joy in these type of things. You have to find some type of fulfillment in these type of things because that's what gonna help you. Understand? We can't stay watching things that entertainment because most of the time they push, like type of sexual things. Understand? Demonic things that are given to your lower nature, things that you're at more with your root chakra and your sacred chakra. Understand? We trying to come up. We trying to come up to the crown. So you can't get to the crown if you stuck in the root. Understand? Right? So just be mindful, man. Be mindful that, it's gonna be a struggle. So don't get down on yourself. That's why I tell a lot of y'all don't count your days. You feel what I'm saying? See, 'cause I told you that plays on your psyche, man. Once you done got to a certain amount of days, you can't, and then you realize that you went that long without having sex. Come on, man, it plays on your psyche. Now you want to get some. That almost happened to me. In the story that I told y'all, what I said, what the video I had did, it's a video I just did recently when I basically told y'all the situation. Well, I told y'all the situation about how I hadn't got the room and all that. That was me giving in because I done went that street and that me playing back in my mind like, damn, I ain't had none in that. You know what I'm saying? I ain't had none in 5 months. You feel me? I almost gave in. That's what I'm trying to tell y'all, man. We human. Stop acting like you not human. Stop acting like you more than what you really is, man. You is human at the end of the day. For your flesh is grass, you is dust at the end of the day. Come on, man. We got to stay strong. For this is a striving journey. You know what I'm saying? You got to stay pressing on. If you relapse, you got to keep going. But my thing is pray, fast, eat better. Because y'all got to understand, a lot of times you walk around here with a lot of anger and a lot of aggression because you put a lot of that meat in your system. You got parasites in you. Understand? Eating up your bloodstream and stuff like that. So be mindful all the meat that you put in your body. Understand? different habits, things that you used to do. You know, you might don't need to go out every weekend. If you used to going out all the time, stay in the house. Learn how to be still. That's why meditation is. Why I did the video. Go watch my video on meditation, because you gotta compartmentalize those thoughts. Understand? That's why I say abstain from drugs. Because you got to think about it. When I told you, when you smoke, you open up yourself for your vessel to get attacked. Now you might want to even thinking about sex as much, but once you start smoking, you don't never notice when you chilling with a female and y'all smoking, y'all just get horny. You can even ask a female, she gonna tell you she just get horny. Now that's what you're doing, especially when you're drinking. You already know what that lead to. Come on, man. So that's what I'm trying to tell y'all, man. Be mindful of what you're doing when you on this journey, and how I'm able to. And then another thing, right? You know, I'm not finna sit up here and act like I'm perfect, or I haven't failed on the journey. No, I just choose not to dwell on it. I just choose not to keep my mind on it. That's why I don't count my days. I count my months. See what I'm saying? If you start a streak on the first, hey, don't think about it till you get to the first of the next month. You feel what I'm saying? So you ain't just counting the days. No, most of the time start on the first. And if you go on streets, start with a week. If you can't go out watching corn, or you can't go without touching yourself for a week, you have an addiction. Understand? Right? So it's just constantly fasting. Constantly fasting. That's my suggestion, to constantly, you know what I'm saying, for you, because that helps deal with the lust. Because when you fasting, that's helping you build up your spirit, so you're walking more in the spirit and not of the flesh. So you know, so you might start off a water fast. Just do a water fast. If that's what you could do right now, start off a water fast. Go 8 hours, 12 hours, 16. I told you when I first started fasting, I did a 12 all back, but 9 out of 10 you could do an 8. Go 8 hours. You gotta start small. You can't just go. Can't get in the big boy leagues off the rip. Understand? You gotta be trained for this. You gotta practice for this. Come on, man. For practice made complete. And it's not gonna happen overnight. This took time for me to get to where I'm at, to even do a week. Understand? I'm not finna sit up here and lie to y'all, man. It took time for me, man. I've been doing it for almost 2.5 years straight, man. Grinding, working, really grinding at this, really going in at this, for me to know what I know, and the knowledge that I have, and to be able to implement, or even if I do relapse, you feel what I'm saying? I'm getting back up and keep pushing, because that's what it's about. Do not get down on yourself when you relapse. Get back up and keep pushing. That's why I tell y'all, don't count the days, count your months. Come on, man, you just got to do it. Trust the process. You got to just do it. You can't be stuck in your mind all the time. That's why I say it ain't going to work if you constantly getting high and you drinking. You got to think. You leaving yourself to get penetrated. You leaving yourself open up for Satan to attack. And he can attack. And once your vessel open, hey, he can attack in many ways. Understand, man? I'm trying to tell y'all, man. So just continue to just, you know, continue to work. Continue to grind. Don't just go home and get lazy. No. Get your membership so you're around different people. You seeing these things. And I'm gonna tell you another thing that helped me too, right? I see the benefits. I see the female attraction. I see, you know, the way people treat me when I'm in my higher vibration. I like the way I feel. I like the way I look. So that gonna help you fight against a lot of the urges and a lot of the things too, because you're gonna be like, okay, well, if it ain't worth doing it, you know what I'm saying? If I'm going, if the more I'm releasing, I'm releasing my life sources, I'm releasing my downloads, I'm releasing my energy. You know what I'm saying? And a couple of releases, you know what I'm saying, relapses ain't gonna make you, you know what I'm saying, lesser than, but you don't want to make that a habit. You don't want to make that a consistent thing that you doing. Understand? Y'all gotta understand that hype. Y'all see me sweat, man. Don't mind me. Just, you know, I'm just keep it steady, like I said, to keep it moving. But when you constantly relapsing, constantly giving in, going back to edging, going back to corn. No, you should not be watching no type of corn. Now I can see edging because you got you know what I'm saying, you going on your social media, you might see something that you like, man. We human. I'm not finna sit up here and say I don't see nothing I like, man. I like women. What like we get over retention and go gay or something? Like, what we doing? You feel me? Like, nah, man. I still like women. Like I love me some women. Ain't nothing like, come on, man. So now, you know, it's just you gotta constantly practice, my brothers. That's what I'm trying to tell you. If fasting, I fast more. I fast even more now. It ain't just, I used to go like 1 day a week. Now I'm fasting in different ways. Like I might do a water fast through the week, where I'm just constantly trying to eat more fruits through the week, being mindful of how much meat I put in my body. Exercising, reading more, like reading different books, because they're gonna strengthen your mind. See, when you got more knowledge, you will abstain from certain things. You'll know that that's vibrational things as your aura come up and your spiritual stamina come up, and you moving out of the root and sacred chakra coming up. You gonna start to open up a different conscious of mind, to the point that you just know it's lower vibrational. That shit is low vibrational. Watching corn is low vibrational. You watching somebody else perform. You watching somebody else do something to somebody that you want to do something to. Come on, man. It's filthy in the imagination. Understand? For I think that was the book of I want to say the book of Ruth. I want to say it. We was like, we filthy dreamers. Come on, man. I'm trying to tell y'all, man. We got to do better. Understand that, relapsing don't make you less than. Relapse don't make you, less, like, you know what I'm saying? You just like, damn, I relapse. Oh, I got to start all over. No, you get back up and keep going. That's the whole point of it. Get back up and keep going. That's what you do. Come on, man. Understand. But you gotta stay steadfast, knowing that you're reprogramming the mind. So yes, Satan gonna attack. When you trying to do right, yes, Satan gonna attack. But that's why I tell y'all, stay sober, stay vigilant. For Satan seeking as a roaring lion. You feel what I'm saying? You understand? You doing things that penetrate your vessel. You doing things that can, for your vessel, you opening yourself up to be attacked. You see what I'm saying? So, and then when he sends stuff at you, your discernment not up for you to be able to see what's coming at you. No, he can't send no type of female at me, because he know I see what's going on. You know what I'm saying? If I give in, it gonna be because I gave in. Because I'm constantly fasting, I'm constantly praying. When you constantly praying, you have that level of that mind of peace, that mind of steel, to the point that you able to, it's a place of comfort. You feel what I'm saying? Understand when I say that. It's a place of comfort. And you gotta just know that God with you. So continue to pray, continue to fast, continue to exercise, continue to, abstain from fornication, continue to read, continue to study, continue to just go in. Have your entertainment, but at the same time, man, this shit is constantly work, man. This ain't no cakewalk. This is a constantly grind, a constantly self-discipline journey, man. Your life gonna change. You gotta change your life. See, a lot of people afraid to change, but now, man, you gotta change your life. Understand, when you're on this type of journey, it's time to change. But be mindful, man. But until next time, y'all not tuned into that Reds are gonna get. I'm your host, Albino Pooh Man. Brought to you by Touch Our Family, Criminal Riders ENT. What it do, G? And if the Lord's will, we'll be back with another one.
Is that it? Is that it? All of my better. Smoking on out there. Yeah. Get your money up. Ow. You can call me exotic man. You can call me exotic man. What you smoking on? All type of shit. You can call me exotic man. All type of shit. What you smoking on? What you smoking on?